All right, welcome back. We continue to field phone calls, and obviously the majority, if not all of them, are dealing with the Thibodeau murder of a young, handicapped boy who the mama called an angel. And certainly the whole town is grieving. A press conference held today. Let's go back to the phone calls and listen in to the public, and you're getting a wide variety of comments and emotions and feelings. And at one point, I've seen it too many times, all these emotions will come into one. Justice will be served, the town will heal, the town will move on. The mayor was at the press conference today. The superintendent of schools was at the press conference. The police chief held the press conference. And I noticed the district attorney was not there because he's got to stay impartial. So he's got to gather the facts. So if you were there, don't read into that, because a lot of times people look to see if all their public officials are there. The DA does not belong at a press conference like that, trust me. So that was the right thing to do. Let's take a few phone calls. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. Go ahead, please. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on. Go ahead and put your TV on mute, please, for me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
My condolences, my heart goes out to that family, because it should have never happened to this small child. I know a bunch of child just like this child. They couldn't talk, couldn't walk, couldn't do nothing for themselves. But their smile said it all. That's why they are who they are. That's why their moms, their dads, their aunts, their uncles go visit these children, because they don't stand a chance like a regular child. And for this man to do that to his own, no. And as far as I'm concerned, I know Cam Morvant's going to do his job, and he's going to do his job as only he can do. For if it had been me, the persons responsible for the death of this child would be dying Indian style. They would be put in ant piles and such. They would be tortured for weeks upon weeks. This child did not deserve this. I'm sure this child had a very beautiful smile, just like all the other children that I know of that got cerebral palsy. But my heart goes out to that family, and it's in God's hands now. But when it comes to Cam, I want Cam to slam this dude. I want him to slam him hard. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you for calling. We appreciate it. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. Your comments, please.
Yes, hello.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Not so good. I'm calling about little Jory.
Okay.
My daughter, Elena, goes to his school and was in some of his classes. And she is very distraught that her little friend is gone.
Right.
And
you make a good
handicapped also. And I can understand the frustration of taking care of a disabled child. I mean, she wasn't wheel-bound like he is, but I mean, she is mentally challenged. And I mean, I would never give up on my child. So the excuse of him having to take care of this little boy, there's no reason for what he done, because no parent would do that to their own child. Not even to my worstest enemy would I ever do something like that.
Yeah. As a mother, how do you, I mean, obviously your child is young, and so I don't have that experience. So tell me, what do you do? What do you try to tell them to sort of bring it into a situation that they understand, and because it's got to be very tough.
Yes, it is. She was with me yesterday when we heard the news that he had passed away. And it wasn't but 2 years ago, her godmother was killed in a car wreck. And she took that hard, and she's still taking it hard today. And, she would ask me every day, where is, my nanny, or is she coming back? Can I see her? Can I talk to her? Why can't she come back? And, just trying to explain to her that, he has passed on and, he's going to heaven. She still went to school this morning looking for him. And
Wow.
that's heartbreaking. But my daughter is here right now, and she wanted to say something for Jory.
Absolutely.
Your name's Elena, and you're going to miss George.
Hello, my name's Elena. I'm going to miss George.
Wow. Wow.
She's very shy.
Yeah, I tell you, that's unbelievable. We appreciate the phone call, and I know the grieving process is strong in Thibodeau, and we appreciate your call.
Yes, my husband went out there earlier, and we brought a big, huge teddy bear for him and some little angel statues. And I had to bring my daughter to show her, where he was. I mean, that's the best I can do at the moment for her. But all I want to say to Miss Jesselyn is to be strong and hold on. Justice will be served. And, she can see that the hotel at Thibodeau, everyone is right there. She needs us. And we're all going to help each other get through this.
Well, thank you for the call today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. I know there's a lot of callers, and I do have to go to a more positive story, but I do want to say this in closing, this story for tonight. This murder, this case will be on everybody's mind for a long time. You can see cases of this nature get on Nancy Grace and other channels, and it becomes sensationalized to the point of where what actually happened is not what is being portrayed in the long run. And I'm not picking on Nancy Grace or any of the other ones, but it becomes their main purpose is just to exploit that case and put it out and get ratings. We're going to handle this over here like we always handle it. We're going to let the public talk, but we're going to make sure the public also plays by the rules. They can grieve all they want. We will never stop anyone from grieving, but we're not going to let you get callous with facts that aren't really facts, might be hearsay. So there will be no hearsay allowed. We're going to cover the case. This case is going to get to the district attorney, and the district attorney is going to use every resource possible to make a decision based on what he, his staff, and family members think and believe is the right process to take place. We will report that. He also has a big case starting Monday in Thibodeau on the reverend that was killed a while back. So he's, once again, I mean this, he needs your prayers as well as the police department, and they got a tough job. And that's why if you think police are paid what they should be, think again. If you were the first one on that scene, that's a tough place to be. That's all I can tell you. So anyway, a lot of prayers tonight. Continue to pray. Everybody's going to need it. I want to switch gears because it's not every day that a national consul comes to Thibodeau. Some good news in Thibodeau today. And I know that I got to disclose again that Thad Toups is my first cousin. He's an assistant district attorney. His mom is my dad's sister, so I'm very knowledgeable about that. I'm knowledgeable about his family. And I know that he's worked in the drug court system for a long, long time. And I got to tease him a little bit. Those gray hairs he has, well, he's been in the system probably, you've seen his hair go from black to gray. That's how long he's been with the district attorney's office. Well, today he was honored for his work with the drug court. And David Wallace, who's the executive director of the National Council for DWI Courts in Washington, D.C., came to Thibodaux because when the award was issued in Washington, Thad couldn't make it because of an illness. So this award is so prestigious and so honorable that they came to Thibodaux to award it, and it was done in the Honorable Jerome Barbera's courtroom. So Chris Carter and I were there, and once again, I'm proud of my cousin Thad Toups, well deserving of this award. And let's roll in some of that ceremony today as it happened in Thibodaux with his family looking on.
Every year, we present to one person, an organization or a person, the DWI Court Leadership Award. This award shines a spotlight of commendation on an individual or an organization that through their tireless efforts have saved countless lives and made their community a safer place. And the person must have contributed to the advancement of the nation's DWI Court effort and demonstrated significant personal leadership and exemplary performance. Mr. Toups has clearly done that here. As an assistant district attorney for 28 years now, I understand, he's one of the founding fathers of the DWI Court here in Lafourche Parish. As I understand it, the court officially started in 1999, but obviously it takes time ahead of that before you even get there, the preparation. And since that time, he's been on this on a daily basis for the most part, the rest of his career at that time. But his impact was not limited just to this local effort and making this community a safer place. He brought about lives being changed statewide, helping to found the board of directors at the Louisiana Association of Drug Court Professionals, being the past president of the State Association for the District Attorneys Association for the Assistant District Attorneys. As I understand, graduate of LSU, is married, has 4 children, and I also understand a big-time baseball fan. Mr. Toups, it is clear to say that you have been a visionary for your home state, a leader, inspiration for many people here and across the state. You've been working to make sure that DWI courts and drug courts as well are a thriving idea where you can ensure that the lives in this community and across the state have a safer place to live, where your friends, your family, and everybody else here can drive the road safer because of the work you've been doing. One of the nominations that were provided, and it takes more than one nomination, mentioned and noted, Thad is a man of genuine conviction for the rightness of DWI Court. He is honest, fair, disciplined, and conscientious, an admired leader and partner. Higher praise is hard to find. When I called him and spoke to him about the award, he mentioned that he was very honored to receive it, and that DWI Court is very close to the work that you do and work very close to your heart. Mr. Toups, thank you for your work, your achievement. It is a pleasure to come down here to meet your boss and let him know just how valuable it has been. And to let the team here know and the court know that while they're saving lives, we also recognize that. Today I want to come down and recognize Mr. Louis Thad Toups. If you would please, sir. Thank you, Toups.
Wow. I didn't know what I would be getting. I was kind of hoping it would be on a keychain. But I guess the Corvette's in the garage, right? No, this is a beautiful, beautiful award, and I can't thank you enough, David, for coming down here, and it means so much to me. Let me put this aside. When I was notified a few months ago that I had won the award, well, let me back up a little bit, because Fred, where's Fred? Fred's right there. Fred called me and said, Thad, listen, I'd like to nominate you for this award. And when he told me what it was, I said, well, great. I appreciate that, Fred. If you have a lot of time to waste, just go ahead and do it and have at it. And so I really kind of forgot about it. And then a few weeks later, I got a letter addressed from David Wallace of the DWI court. And I'm thinking the letter is going to say, well, thank you for submitting the nomination. You know, our award winner was such and better luck next time. But lo and behold, the letter said, congratulations, you're the winner. And I had to kind of think about that. And I tried not to get too excited because a few years ago, I have a first cousin who was working for the Miami Herald, and he got notified he had won the Pulitzer Prize. Quite a thing. He also got notified the next day that he had not won the Pulitzer Prize because it was all a mistake. So I kept waiting for the second letter to come in, David, saying, oh, well, you know, this is just a mistake. But it didn't. And I can't tell you, I had made plans to be in Washington. I can't tell you how disappointed I was that day that I couldn't go. But I had an illness that came up and I just couldn't make it. And out of bad things often come good things. Because the bad thing obviously was my disappointment, but the good thing was that David was gracious enough to come down, and I have more of my family and my friends that are here with me today. So that means an awful lot to me.
Certainly, not just because he's my cousin, but because he's very dedicated and he's a great guy. I want to congratulate Thad Toups and his family on a great award today in Thibodaux. And certainly we're going to have more in that because I want him to come on and talk about the drug court. We've been trying to get him on for a while, but our paths never crossed. That's a great opportunity for us to bring him on the set, talk about drug court. It is such a vital part of these communities now in getting people back on the right path. And you'll hear more of his speech and more of the reason drug court has been so successful and recognized in Thibodaux later this week on Bayou Time. I now close out my segment. All I could urge everybody is tonight, just a lot of prayers for the community of Thibodaux, for the family, the mom, the district attorney, the police, everyone in some way who is touched by this, the school system, and the friends, the little friends. You heard one of the callers saying that her young daughter just doesn't quite understand. They understand, but they don't. When you're that young, you just can't really understand everything that's going on. So just a lot of prayers tonight would be in order. And town, we'll get back eventually, but right now, prayers would be the number one thing on the list. So with that said, I'll be signing off tonight. We'll take a break. When we come back, Harry McCullough will be up with sports. It's all next on Bayou Time.